Sports Stars magazine here with Grace Knox of Etiwanda. Etiwanda just knocked off #1 in the country, Ontario Christian. You lost to them twice earlier this year, including 10 days ago. You beat them 67-62. Grace, what did this take tonight? Obviously, you got a bunch of huge rebounds in this game. You're used to going up against the other team's best post player. Sydney Douglas is a tough girl to go up against and getting those rebounds, and you did it tonight. So what did it take for you guys to pull this out?
I think honestly it took everything that we didn't have the last time we played them. I think it took all the teamwork that we could use. We had to move the ball, and I feel like playing the last couple games, like we realized what we could work on, and that was just moving the ball and working with each other and realizing that we are our biggest allies and we're not going against each other. It's us against them. So I think just knowing to share the ball and knowing to we have to go off of each other's energy and just kind of give 110%, but it has to be from all 5 of us. So I think the practice this last week has just been focused on really coming together, because that was our biggest flaw. Was we were trying to play apart, we were trying to do one-on-ones, we were trying to do just kind of isolated things that caused us to take losses in the past. So I think just fixing that, critiquing everything, and giving everything we have and refusing to lose. I mean, we came into this really like refusing to lose. Like, we're not about to lose this game.
Right.
Losing 3 times to a team is it's really unheard of. So we didn't want to be that.
Well, especially
that
for
team.
this program, right?
Especially for this program, yeah. But I think defense was also a very big factor in everything. Obviously rebounding, but defensive pressure for sure was one of the main key.
Right. It felt like that sequence down the end. They needed 3. They had the ball. I felt that may have. I mean, I'm not saying I've seen every game this year, but that was maybe the biggest defensive stop you guys have had all year. And Colleen had to travel, but that was forced travel. That wasn't like she just made a mistake. That was you guys. Yeah. So take us through that. Obviously, you're. Where were you? Were you in the post at that point? Were you guarding the post?
I was right wing, because I think they're about to set her screen, and I think just realizing that she had picked it up and knowing how Kalina moves, knowing her pump fakes, knowing how she, we played against her enough times to kind of learn how she moves, and I think that really helped us in the end, and knowing what she was going to do and anticipating certain things to where we could just get her to pick the ball up, not be able to shoot it, and it was a dead ball, and that really helped us a lot, especially during the end. One of the biggest stops of the season for sure.
Early in the game, kind of interesting. Obviously, going to a zone, you can knock down the 3, but most of your game is going to be inside, just because you kind of need it there.
Yeah.
But when your teammates are knocking down those 3s in the first half, and you hit one as well, I think.
Yeah.
A bank, right?
A bank. It was a little ugly, but
it counts, right? But did you call it? No.
No, I definitely didn't.
So, what was that like in the first half? When you see Puff knocking down those 3s, and I mean, I don't think you had 7 3s as a team in the first half.
Yeah, I think just having like the uttermost confidence in each other and in ourselves. Like, I honestly have the most confidence in Puff to knock those 3s down. She works in and outside the gym. She's always staying early, staying late. Coming early or staying late, and it shows out here. And I believe in her to take that shot, even if it's past the 3-point line. That's the type of shot that Puff takes. That's her type of shot. And when she was on, she was on. We kept feeding her, and it really paid off.
How does it feel to be going back to the state finals? And that's you came here. I mean,
it feels good, because
a little
honestly,
different than last year, right?
Everybody doubted us. Yeah, last year it feels exactly how it did last year, a little bit. Obviously we lost the CIF championship.
But last year you were kind of supposed to. I mean, you were the top team this year.
This year, not so much.
Right.
We were definitely the underdogs this year. I think a lot of people kind of doubted our abilities, especially with the losses we took in the beginning of the season, and just the early, team management wasn't really very good. We weren't playing very good defense, and I think that just everybody's hopes just kind of went down on us. But, we just had to keep it alive in ourselves and play through to the very end, because we didn't want this to be our last game. We wanted to go sack. We didn't want to have no last meetings, none of that, no tears. So I think that's really what got us through.
No tears. You're getting
no
Mitty
tears.
again.
All
Congratulations.
smiles.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.